My work is basically more is more. And so it's more of a instilling confidence and empowerment in women. So whenever you wear my clothing or my patterns, it's kind of like you're wearing your statement on your sleeve, literally. It's just kind of a in your face kind of amazing thing. When I received the ArtsKC Inspiration Grant, I was just able to push myself that much harder, and it came at such a perfect time to where I was wanting to take my work to another level. So I definitely felt like I was really ready for it. Well, if I didn't get the grant, I would probably still be in my parents' basement, hand cutting stencils and using an airbrush machine. I was just so excited because it opened up so many more doors, and it allowed me to keep myself relevant in an industry that is constantly changing.
Well, at the Unicorn Theater, I look for plays that will make an impact on our community. The live theater that's going on and the live arts in Kansas City is going on because of the generosity of this community. I think of performing arts and the music that's going on and the visual arts, much less the dozen or so professional theaters that are bringing things to Kansas City that aren't happening in other Midwestern cities. You know, why is that? And why is that? It's like, why are we attracting all of these artists? Because of this incredible community that we have that is willing to put their dollars, you know, where their homes are and sustain the kind of art that needs to happen in a really highly functioning, visible city like Kansas City.
Arts are important to everyone, and especially this age kids, because we pass it on that way.
Music can really shape a young person's life for the better, and it really shows in all aspects of whatever else they're doing in their life. And you can change a life. And what's great is that you're not just changing one with such a large group like this, you're changing 27 kids' lives at once.
Students come to the 5-Star Jazz Band in all sorts of situations. Some of them have the talent already. Some of them develop the talent after they get into 5-Star. I'm thinking of one particular young man. They came into 5-Star, played tenor sax. Really, when he came in, he was very young. He really struggled with 5-Star, and he was having definite difficulties doing, even just playing the music to start with. But he was one of the students, one of the band members that didn't accept that. He was not satisfied with just barely getting by. He decided he was going to excel, and that's what's happened to a lot of the students that we have in 5-Star. But it's all comes right back to the grant we got from ArtsKC, and that's the only thing that made that possible for him.
After they graduate, they have a whole resume from 5-Star of things that they've done. They have experience that even professionals don't really have until later in their careers.
And that's a real advantage for them in that when they go out to audition for school scholarships, they have the performance experience that a lot of other students don't have.
It's really great to think that we're bringing back big band swing and jazz in Kansas City with the young crowd.
The Kansas City Boys Choir has been around for 20 years. They have to maintain a certain GPA to stay in the choir, and it's not just really music, because they have etiquette classes, self-esteem classes, personal hygiene and grooming classes. They have a money management class, and so it's very extensive. And ArtsKC has been very, very, very helpful in terms of us helping to move our choir forward. We want to make a real presence in their lives. It's not just what we do right here. It's what we put in you so we could see it somewhere else. I have a young chorister in the choir. He started in the choir when he was 8 years old. He was the first person to be a part of our training choir. And now he is 17 years old, getting ready to graduate. And I just didn't think he would make it through life. Not even mention the choir, but I just didn't think he would make it through life. And he came into my office the other day. He goes, "Mr. Ali, I'm graduating." I said, "I don't believe it." I said, "From school?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "You're a senior?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Tell me what you're going to do next." He goes, "I want to be a police officer." I said, "You're kidding." But his mom says to me, she said, and I tell everybody, everywhere I go, if it wasn't for the Kansas City Boys Choir and my son being in the Boys Choir, my son would either be dead or in jail. And that really touches me, and so I can't talk about it anymore because I'm going to cry.
Several of our programs are really geared towards underserved youth. And the support that we get through ArtsKC really helps us make our programs accessible to those young people. One of the things that I really try to get across to the young people that we serve is that they have access to a larger world. And through the support that we receive through ArtsKC, it helps us expose our young people not only to dance, but also we try to expose them to other arts. We try to be mentors to them and really help them develop life skills.
And one of the things about Ailey Camp, it allows students who are struggling with homelessness, with parents in prison, with challenging situations with adults in their lives, the ability to find a voice that allows them to speak.
We're able to give young people exposure to arts at a time when it's really one of the least likely times in their lives that they would have access to something like that. Considering to give a gift to ArtsKC is really something that not only helps give exposure to the arts to Kansas Cityans, but it also helps to propel Kansas City into becoming more of an international city.
Through ArtsKC support, I'm able to imagine for Kansas City, for Five Star Jazz Band, for the students that I have, and the audiences that we have, some things that are possible. And that's what you do when you imagine things, is what can be possible. And I think ArtsKC is a prime example of an opportunity that we have as consumers of art to be able to give back to art and make sure that art continues in Kansas City the way we would hope that it would.
There's so many organizations here doing terrific work, but the need and the ability to give these programs and give access to these young people, it comes with funding. And if the funding's not there, we don't reach the people that need it the most.
I feel like right now my greatest need is just for my city to like rally behind what I'm doing. Whether that's purchasing a piece or being at a show, just spreading word of mouth, or even just contributing to ArtsKC in whatever the way that they can. I think that would just be a major help.
What happens is the more you are connected to the arts in KC, when you come to First Fridays and when you come to events like that at the Starlight and other places, just around the city, and you know, if you know where the money came from, and you know it came from ArtsKC, this is the best way to give back so that what we have in our community can continue.
ArtsKC is sort of the stabilizer and the root for all of these arts organizations to stay in Kansas City.
ArtsKC helped me imagine my dream as a real label.
In order to have hope, you have to be able to imagine. In order to imagine, you have to be able to open up your minds in ways that the arts really opens up a child's mind to help them see that whatever they wish, whatever they desire, they can create.